Okay, we are at the segmenting stage, which I preemptively started earlier with the helmet. But I also noticed something else, namely that the neck of the head is poking out a little bit too much for my own comfort. So we're going to start off by fixing that. Going to go to Tool, Current Tool, Inflate, click on Brush Settings, and turn the size up a little bit. So we're going to enlarge the areas right here. Now, you could do this in Blender if you're familiar with the tools there, with the enlarging or sculpting tools. But it's also doable here in Outfit Studio. So it's completely up to your choice, whatever you feel more comfortable with. But we generally want to make sure that the neck area is not infringing on that, which it seems like it's not, so I can delete this head reference, which is going to be, again, inside of the blend for the base bodies that I sent you. But as you can see, I've segmented the body, helm, and FPV. Now, what the FPV is first-person view, meaning that whatever you see from your character's perspective is going to be formed here. So this is what you're going to be seeing when you're swinging everything around. We're going to need that. And this is generally going to be your character's body. Now, you could segment the arms to the greaves, chest, whatever you want to do. I personally don't want to do that or like to do it, so I just don't. I'm lazy. Completely your choice what you want to do, but since we have everything segmented as we need it to be, like so, we need to open up the creation kit, which you will need to download the Bethesda launcher for. I'm sorry, but there's no way around that. So I'm using my Destiny armor pack as a base, and basically that's up to you what you want to do as far as that goes. You could use this armor pack as base, or you could go to the ESM and load it up like so, and you can go from there, or you could go to whatever armor pack that you want to use or something else. You double click it and you hit set as active file to make sure that's ready to go, and then you hit OK, which I've already done that, so we're not going to spend through the long process of waiting for that to load up. And I'm going to go and double click on one of the armors here, which is going to be the Celestial Titan, and I'm going to the mail, hit edit, and as you can see, there's no error, no crashes or anything like that, so we know that it is working. But I need the first person view model, and as you can see, it's been done for that as well, the arms. And I'm going to go to this area here, and I'm going to rename it. Gonna hit OK. It's gonna give me a warning. I'm gonna click yes, because if I click no, it's gonna completely replace the Celestial armor, which I do not need. I'm gonna delete that, click new, type in Solstice, and we've got it from there. But I'm not quite done. And again, you're going to hit OK, create a new form, and yes. But we are not finished, because I have to do the same thing for the helmet, but I also need to create a constructible object or a temporable object. So what that means is you can either create it where you can build the whole armor at the workbench, and then bring it to the temper bench to basically improve it. Which I basically took I think the steel armor and just made it my own. Added a few extra things, but you're just going to go to create an object, replace it with this in the question, and rename it. Now, what you choose to add and subtract to, or just if you want to leave it only as steel or leather or whatever, you could. You just add new or delete depending on that. And you're going to hit OK. As always, hit yes. And you're going to do that for the helm as well. But the final thing to do is determine whether or not you want to use your mod to have console controls or add it to a chest. Now, since... Did I add Kabir's armor? Looks like I didn't. So I'm going to add that to that. And all I'm doing is selecting and dragging it over to make sure it's in there, which it is, which I need to do with the solstice. And you just basically take a blank chest, and just like the armors, you just rename it. I think I just took like a bandit chest or something like that. Doesn't really matter. Just add it from there. Now in my case, I added the armor, the chest to Riverwood. So you might get a little bit of a few errors there. You just click yes to all. You just, it's going to give you some stuff that you either have no control over or just general stuff. You just let it run its course, and then you find a world space that you want to put it in. And you're going to see a little bit of weirdness, like with the dragon shapes where they'll go, or pathing or activation things. Generally, it's pretty much ignore those areas. So it should be somewhere over here. And the chest in question is right here. As you can see, it matches up. So if you wanted to add your chest, you just drag it, and if you see the mouse, it'll have a little plus next to it. You just rotate by holding the right click. If you drag it, you hold left click, press C to drag it up and down. Yada, yada, yada. It's up to you. And you want to make sure that the opening latch is facing in a direction that makes sense. Obviously, this is not going to latch open from that side over there facing the log. Yada, yada, yada. It's pretty simple. From there, we need to test to make sure that the armor is going to work. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So now I'm going to go in and verify for myself. Yes, yes, I know. Also, be advised, cats do not like a Khajiit for some reason, so gonna try to steer away from Inigo before she sees him. Okay, perfect. Right there. And it equipped. So that's it. Simple as that. Hopefully you've enjoyed the tutorial, and you go out and add your own stuff. Go kill some dragons or other people, maybe a chicken. I'll get it later. But yeah, that's the tutorial. Hopefully you've enjoyed it.